Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another feature match commentary on the channel today. So this is going to be the first top 8 matchup of the online Discord tournament, and it's actually going to be a Zoodiac mirror match, so it's going to be featuring Time Walker versus Evil Card, both of which are on pure builds. So as per usual, if you guys do want to participate in future tournaments, definitely go ahead and check out the link to the Discord server in the description box below. I'll be hosting the next one after the next ban list goes up, so hopefully that will be pretty soon here. And by the time you guys see this video, I will actually be live on Twitch hosting a live giveaway tournament for hitting 5k subs last month. So definitely tune into that if you guys want to check that out. The link to the Twitch is in the description as well, as per usual. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the gameplay here. So we are going to see Time Walker win the RPS here. I actually have to refer to these players by their DB names because I can't just say Zoodiac player. But he's going to opt to go first. Both players on 40 cards. The opening hand for Time Walker is going to be Imperm, Monster Reborn, Avarice, Ram, and Tenki. So pretty decent hand. It always sucks to have Avarice stuck in your opening hand, not being able to use it turn 1, because it's really hard to make use out of it without just throwing away resources. But overall, this hand's decent. It has Dryden plus Imperm, which is alright, and a follow-up Zoo as well. This is going to be a lot better and more explosive later on. And then for card's hand, it's going to be double copies of Ram, Whiptail, Imperm, and Ash. So this hand's actually not going to be able to play through a Dryden, I don't think. It depends on if Ram is underneath it, because Ram can just negate the Imperm, and then you just Dryden whatever Zoo's on board. So yeah, it's going to be difficult. That's kind of one of the things with pure Zoo, right, is that it's pretty hard to kind of play against this kind of interaction. Like, very simple interaction as well. We're going to see an activation of Tenki. That's going to be let through. That's going to add a copy of Rap here. I really hope that we see Ram be the normal summon instead of the Rap here, because I think it's just a lot better here. Yep, good. That's going to be the normal summon Ram. Go for Hammer Kong. Go for Tiger Mortar, and then make a Trident. Set Imperm and pass. For turn card, it's going to draw another copy of Imperm. So this is not once per turn on Ram, so you can negate both Imperms and then use the last material for the normal summon Zoo monster, and that is gonna be the end of the turn pretty much. Main phase 1, gonna activate Imperm, Dryden's gonna negate it, and then gonna activate Imperm, Dryden negate again. Oh, he says okay. Alright, well, maybe he doesn't know that's not once per turn? Pretty interesting. Oh, he says wait. Okay, so he wants to negate it now. Let's see. Okay, so card is actually okay with this. This is definitely a point of contention where a lot of players would definitely not let that go through, because he definitely did say okay to that. I mean, I guess like at a regional for sure, like if this was like a real life event, I'd probably not let that happen if I was in card's position, if my opponent said okay. Because I don't really tend to let people take bad plays. If it's a locals, it's fine, obviously, but if it's like for a higher tier event, definitely. I don't expect my opponents to let me take bad plays, and vice versa. That's kind of just how things go. If you make a misplay, you make a misplay, and I hold myself accountable for that as well. But we're going to see, regardless, the normal summon Ram, and then Dryden's going to just go ahead and pop it. So that makes a big difference, right, if that Imperm ended up resolving. But we're just going to see a pass here from card. Nibiru is going to be at the top deck here, and it's going to be a pretty strong set of plays here. So normal summon Rap here, that's going to send a copy of Whiptail. Then he's going to overlay for Shakanine, that's going to bring back the Whiptail. I wonder how he's going to navigate this. This is 3 summons. I would play around Nibiru for sure, because it is Zoo, so you definitely have to respect hand traps. And like Nibiru is often sided out against this matchup, but game 1 it could still be relevant. Obviously he's playing it himself. And he's gonna go for Vespinato. Kind of interesting, because like you can't overly Zeus on top of this the turn it's summoned. I guess he could make Dryden live next turn, because Whiptail's negated right now, but it's not gonna be negated next turn. Probably would have done this a little bit differently. Like maybe would have had a way to go for like Zeus then Dryden. The Shakanine seemed a little bit strange to me personally. But let's see. Battle phase can hit in for 13 and then 25. Definitely could have ended on Zeus Trident here, right? Like normal Rat, Tiger Mortars 2, and then like you can overlay for something else, and then Zeus can be 4. Yeah, so you can have a 2-mat Zeus, because if you use Tiger Mortar effect, then it'd be like Tiger plus another Zoo, and then Zeus. So you could have, yeah, you could have definitely Trident plus Zeus live here. Yeah, I would have done this a little bit different. That should have actually been an extra 100 damage because of the tanky, but probably not going to be a big deal. And actually, this is one of the few hands where maybe you can afford to be a little bit greedier against Nibiru too, because you have Adverse Reborn. So you can like recycle your Trident and then Reborn and then go Trident again. Yeah, I feel like this could have been a little bit different. For turn, we're going to see a copy of Imperial Order drawn. That's not going to help against the Sport State. Draw phase, we're going to see Whiptail being attached to Trident. Gonna normal summon Whiptail, that's going to be Tridented. And then gonna set Order and pass. Draw a copy of Barrage for turn. My goodness. I mean, even though there's a Imperial Order here, not going to really make a big difference. This is functionally the end of the game. We're going to see an overlay for Shakanine, excuse me. Gonna target the Trident, that's gonna summon itself back, or summon back. Gonna Barrage in the potential Imperm column, but that's gonna be ordered, or ashed. I mean, I guess most of the cards that get ashed also lose to order, so I guess it didn't matter a whole lot. Maybe you just want to preserve your life points and keep this as like a mystery set, maybe like an Ice Dragon's Prison read. Reborn, gonna target Whiptail. He's not going to negate that, but I think Tiger Mortar would have been enough to possibly seal the game anyways. So that's going to be game 1, going to Time Walker here. If you guys are enjoying this commentary, definitely be sure to leave a like on the video, and consider subscribing if you are new here and enjoy this style of video. But we are going to see Card go first in game number 2 here. His opening hand is going to contain Twin Twister, Rapier, Whiptail, Therablade, and Ram. So one of all the zoos, except maybe Bunny Blast. Actually, there's a Bunny Blast in this hand. So this hand's actually, it's alright, but it's not amazing. Yeah, it's not a fantastic hand. And then Time Walker's hand is Twin, Ram, Bunny Blast, Thunderblade, Ash. It's a very similar hand. Like, both these players open very similarly. I do wonder if he's going to go for Thunderblade to try and cycle out a card. Just to hope to draw, like, another defensive card. Because, like, Trident Twin is not very strong. But then, like, if you go Third Blade, you lose to Ogre or Gamma, so that's also kind of rough. We'll see what happens. Normal summon, Third Blade. He is going to use the effect. Alright, that's going to cycle out Ram. Draw a Tenki. Okay, so that did not actually help. Pretty rough. He's going to go Shakanine. Ooh, is he going to go for... No way you go for Mega Clops in the mirror match, right? I think you're just going to set up for Trident. He's going to Tiger Mortar first. Fair enough. Tiger Mortar, and then Trident. And then set Twin, then activate Tenki. That's going to be Ashed. That's a reasonable Ash, I guess. Maybe you want to save it for like Barrage or Avarice or Desires, but I think in most cases it'd be reasonable, like if that's what they start with, but I mean, they already have a Zoo anyways. I don't know. I probably just wouldn't Ash Tenki in a lot of cases. I would hold it personally. But let's see. Oh, the top deck is going to be Barrage. That's very, very big. So, and because of this, you can do a lot of different things depending on how you want to play around Trident. So you can like twin pitch a Zoo, like to hit the back row, and like normal Ram, and then like Trident obviously is not going to pop the Ram if you pitch a Zoo, and then you can just go straight into Trident to like trade, and then you can Barrage afterward. That's not a bad line, I don't think. We'll see what happens. Twin Twister, you're gonna pitch the Ram instead. Okay. That's gonna hit the back row. It's gonna hit the Twin and the Tenki. And then gonna normal summon Bunny Blast. I mean, I guess if you want to force out Trident here, you have Barrage regardless. The only difference is you don't like immediately force out the Trident, but you don't trade with the Trident rather than going for like the line I described with like Ram, then going straight to Trident. But I mean, this is still fine. Like if this gets popped, you get back Ram, and if not, you still just go straight Trident. So I guess it's okay. You have Barrage regardless. So I mean, this plays all right, like no matter what. Trident gonna pop the Bunny. Bunny's gonna add back the Ram. Then you can just go Barrage here. Summon out Blade. Blade can cycle through a card. That's gonna discard Ram. That's gonna search Imperm, or not search. That's gonna draw Imperm. Imagine third Blade, pitch one, search Imperm. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty good for next turn. Gonna overlay for Hammer Kong. Oh, he said sorry, misclicked. I mean that's a reasonable time frame, I think. Shotgun gonna bring back. You can bring back, I guess, Ram if you wanted to, or you can bring back Blade to go through another Zoo. Oh wait, no, its effects are negated. Never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me. I literally even said last match, like, the Whiptail was negated that turn. Tiger Mortar gonna be attaching the Ram, and then go for Hammer Kong, then go for Trident. Trident pop that Trident, and then attack for 16 and 400. Main phase 2, gonna overweight for Borbo and then Zeus. I think this could have been done a bit differently, no? I think instead of going like straight Shotgun, there's a world where... yeah, there's a world where you like go Trident first, like pop their Trident, you can Shotgun back the Trident, and then you can Tiger Mortar attach under the Trident and then go Zeus. So you can again end on Zeus plus Trident. I don't know, I think having Zeus and Trident is like good. It's better than having like Zeus plus just a random Zoo, in my opinion. I'm just gonna set and pass. For today we're gonna see a top deck order. Because like, if you have like Zeus plus, especially in this matchup, like the mirror match, because like if you have Zeus Trident, like then you can play around like Reborn or Barrage too. Because like you Trident the normal summon, and then you can Zeus to follow up. So I don't know. I think I would try and end on both if possible. Gonna normal summon Wrap here. By the way, like these orders are just not being drawn at the opportune moments. In response to the Wrap here, we're gonna see the Zeus come down. I mean, to be fair, this Zeus has like 4 materials anyway. Oh, he's on combo. Alright, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, having 4 material, I guess, like, makes it so it's basically double Trident anyway. So I guess that's fair enough. I didn't really consider how many materials that Trident would have, or the Zeus would have if you went Trident plus Zeus. I didn't really do the math there. I guess you could count. Actually, let's count. Like, you can like normal summon, or like special summon the third blade off the Barrage, go Trident, detach 1, and then go Shotgun, detach, bring back Trident, and then go Tiger Mortar, detach, and then you have Hammer Kong, Borbo. So that'd be 3 materials. Okay, so I guess that wouldn't be enough materials to actually get the formats under the Zeus. Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I guess functionally this is the same, except the fact that you don't have like your Zoo engine as much anymore. Yeah, I guess it didn't end up mattering a whole ton anyways, but just in principle, I think having Trident plus the Zeus is good. Plus, I mean, like, the Zeus other effect could get the 4th material under it, the one where you attach. So, I mean, that's not too bad either. Anyway, I'm talking way too much about a line that really isn't going to matter in the end, because, like, no matter how you slice it against Card's particular hand, like, even just having a single Trident pop would have been enough. Yeah, you can't activate combo the turn it's sent. He's just gonna set order. He's gonna Zeus in end phase, or end of main phase, and then pass. For turn, you're gonna draw a copy Desires. That's pretty good. Although it's probably just the end of the game anyways. Yeah, you can Third Blade, and then you can Tiger Mortar the other Third Blade, and that's this game. You don't even have to play into Nibiru. He's gonna standby phase combo to try and draw a hand trap, which is definitely what you have to try and do, at the very least. It's gonna draw another Zoo, so yeah, that's definitely just game here. Gonna activate Desires, it's gonna draw, let's see what it draws. Whiptail and Book of Moon. Inconsequential at this point. Yeah, we see like Pankratops going second, Book of Moon, Triple Tactics, Dark Ruler. I guess fair enough if you're going second. If you don't want to like trade, or if you don't have like a way to extend and you want to trade favorably against the Trident, that's fair enough, I guess. Normal summon Third Blade, go Hammer Kong, and then go Tiger, and then you just attach the other Third Blade, and this is 3 summons, and that's 32 plus 3k, which is 62. Yep, go battle phase, and that is the end of the game. So not a super exciting matchup, but I mean, it's a Zoo mirror. This is one of the reasons why I think a lot of people are playing like other Zoo builds at the moment, just because like this is kind of what happens when you play pure Zoo. Like, it's not even just the fact that it's a mirror match, right? Like we saw in both games that, like unless if you have specifically an extender, like Barrage, it's really hard to just play through a pop, or just any way to get rid of your normal summon Zoo. Like game one, Card didn't have the way to play past it, and then game two, Time Walker did by having the Barrage. So I mean, we saw exactly what happens with the Zoo, just if you are unable to answer, or if you are able to answer. But like, there's only one Barrage and only one Reborn, right? So I don't know. That's why I personally like the other Zoo builds better right now. But obviously, pure Zoo is still popular, and it's doing pretty well just in general. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or your feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more informative Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on all social media platforms or support me via Patreon or TCG Player. All links are in the description as always. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.